So what's up guys, and welcome to the beautiful mountains up near the Italian Alps. We are here with a bunch of Lamborghinis, and our video today is about this, the Sterrato, which we already drove yesterday, but it was just pouring with rain. Yesterday we had the white one in the rain. It looked absolutely awesome. Now we have this. So the Sterrato is the off-road version, of course. It's 44 millimeters higher than a normal Huracan. It's got the 610 horsepower version engine, the V10 5.2, with an air intake on top to make sure it doesn't breathe in any dust or anything. So it's not like with the STO where the hood scoop is just to cool down the engine and the exhaust. This is actually an air intake. So loads of black plastic pieces to make it look a bit more beefy, but also if you hit someone or something while rallying, you can just easily replace it and it won't be as expensive as when it's painted. So that's a big difference. The carbon ceramic brakes have a special coating so that it repels dust and dirt, because normally carbon ceramics, you don't want any dirt on it. So if you want to fit your skis on top of here, no problem. And you also get these special Bridgestone tires which are made for the dirt, and these are run flats, so if you get a flat, it's not really a problem. You can just continue on. Yep. Perfect. So as you can see, the Sterrato is a limited edition car. One of 14.99, and it was sold out in 2 days. I was just told by our expert. And many of those have gone to the US, right?
500.
500.
And he could have sold 3 times that many.
I mean, if you have like a Dukes of Hazzard, I mean, just a broad, wide country road with this would be so much fun. Yeah. But I think the Italian mountains will suffice for today.
It's very good.
So on the interior, not really any different, except for the Sterrato stitching on the seats.
And the speedo.
And the speedo is a bit different. And we have a rally mode. So normally the bottom one is Corsa, and that's now rally mode. And in rally mode you have like a unique ESP setting, unique torque distribution for the four-wheel drive system to make it slide. That's most important with this car. You need to slide it. So fun fact, if you have a 610 horsepower version of today's Huracan, watch and learn, you have a round exhaust. If you have the 640 version, like an Evo, an STO, a Technica, oh, Evo's not, Evo's 610 by the way. It's a...
An STO also doesn't have octagonal, it's just
okay.
a Technica. So
Scrap my...
scratch that.
There goes my theory.
Good theory.
Carry on. Max is now going to demonstrate rally mode. So the naturally aspirated V10 is still there. Oh. And we have these lights. Look at this. That's a brand new car from 2023.
How is that possible?
And it makes this noise. I mean, how the hell is it possible that an AMG sounds like a vacuum and this can still sound like this? That was insane.
It's so loud.
Of those extra high beam lights is insane. It is crazy. So there's a little toggle switch right here for the extra lights, but you can only activate them if you have your high beams on. So as I said, the ride, it is 44 millimeters higher, but it is a little more comfortable than like an Huracan Evo. But I think the drive, the essence of the drive is very comparable. It's not a big...
I feel like we're in a Top Gear special.
Yeah, it does really have that vibe.
Beautiful. So
Well,
you're saying
suspension.
suspension 44 millimeters higher, but it's the same suspension setup.
Yeah, it's the same damper setup. Yeah,
So
with different calibration,
Yeah.
of course.
So it is still, it's still super sharp. It still feels really planted. It feels very good. It's just there's a little bit more movement in the body because you have a longer spring, basically, and you have better clearance as well, which is very nice. So if you actually use this car, which I hope that the people who buy, well, the people who have already bought them are going to do, this is very good because speed bumps, not an issue. You don't even have a lift because you don't need it. A nose lift. But it also kind of throws a bit of shadow on the Porsche 911 Dakar, I think. Because they should have just gone with a turbo.
They should have used a
drivetrain.
turbo.
Yeah, they should have just
Yeah.
put a turbo drivetrain in that thing, and you would have had just a crazy car like this. This is crazy, and it looks so cool.
So yesterday we had a lot of rain.
Crazy.
So we have some beautiful shots. Ah, thanks, Max. There we go again.
A little bit of roller steer there on these knobby tires in the wet. It's so cool because as soon as you get a little bit of movement on those tires, the car just becomes so much more playful. If you drive an STO and you drive it on the limit and you go over that limit, it goes very quickly. It like lets go because it has so much grip that if you start pushing it and it goes, you have to be awake. With this car, because the tires have a little bit less grip, you can start playing around and feeling out the limits of the grip a little bit sooner at lower speeds, which just adds to the fun factor of the car. I hate that word, but it's just a fun car. It feels a little bit less serious as well. Quite like that.
Right guys, so next stop is our lunch location, and this was our little different review of the Lamborghini Sterrato.
Lovely car, really like it.
It is my favorite of the Huracan family, the Huracan brothers.
Yeah.
And if you want one, go beg someone to sell it because they're all sold out. But if you can get one, you really should.